Hello, BookTube, and it's time for another Friday Reads. This is Friday, March 18th, I think it is. Yes, the 18th, yes. And another week that hasn't been up to my expectations for reading. I have sort of found something out. I've been reading a little more on ebook, Kindle, and an ebook program or app that I have on my tablet, and I have found, yes, it's okay, but I read very slow on it. Like, it takes me twice as long. I don't know why. I don't know what the issue is, but I don't seem to be getting used to it. So I'm reading the current uh, future history books that are six novels or short novels, juvenile novels for called Robots in Time. And I read two of those last week. And I started reading, there was two more of Isaac Asimov's mysteries that I was going to read, or begin to read the Black Widowers series of books. There's six of them. And I've left those because I was getting so bogged down in the formatting of the ones I've got are quite poor. I'll persist with them, but not on any schedule. It will be an as and when I have some time to read because they are short stories, so that will work out, I think. So yeah, so I've scratched those off. Those were for March Mystery Madness. So I'm not doing those anymore, but I am continuing with my book to film for the March Mystery Madness in a sense because mysteries. And this week, so it'll probably be Sunday, maybe Monday, is House of Fear by Charles Wadsworth Camp. And yeah, it's a bit of a cheat, as I've said over and over, that it's the silent film called Last Warning, is based on a play, which the play was based on this novel. So, as I say, it's a bit of a cheat, but this is the source, the ultimate source for the film. So we'll be doing that. And for my March of the Mammoths, I still got a bit left of Bleak House. This is the new um, penguins, and I don't like them. You can see like it's wearing, just holding it is wearing it down. The black off it. So I don't know if this is just an anomaly for this one. It was a bit rough when I got it. It was either shop worn or, well, I don't think it was red, because the other thing is too, which I dislike, is the ink comes off, or it seems to, and you get dirty page edges. But yeah, it wasn't expensive. It's a little longer than the Decameron that I read, the last one. This is just shy of 1100 pages, and I've got just over 100 left. Hopefully, I can polish that off tonight. And it's 980 or so within the text, but then there's footnotes and the introduction and note on the text and so forth. So yes, and I'm thoroughly enjoying this, and I will do a video separately for this, and as well there'll be obviously a separate video for House of Fear for the book to film. Now for next week, as I say, I'm scratching the. If I could do one of them, that's fine. The Isaac Asimov Black Widowers volumes. If I can get to it, that's great. But I'm just officially scratching that for the moment, for the rest of the month. But I will get to those slowly over the next month or two, I think. But for next week, the book to film is another mystery. It's the Canary Murder Case. Philo Vance. This is the number 2. This was written in 1927, and this is the Felony and Mayhem edition, 2018. And this is the second Philo Vance book, but it was the first film that was done, and it was originally done as a silent that has William Powell on it as Philo Vance, and Louise Brooks as she's dead through most of it, but there are flashbacks with her, and she's the canary. But as I say, they made it as a silent. Just a brief thing here, but they made it as a silent. But then they decided they wanted to dub it for sound because it was like 1929, I think it was 28, 29, and Louise Brooks' contract was coming up, and with Paramount, and yeah, it was with Paramount, and she refused to do this because they weren't going to basically renew her contract. So she set sail for Berlin for G.W. Pabst and history, in a sense. She filmed Pandora's Box. So they got someone else to dub. Funnily enough, there's a connection with this week's film, Last Warning, from this book, because there was an actress in there, Margaret Livingston, who actually did the dubbing, the voice of Louise Brooks' character. Not very successfully, though. But we'll get more into that with the film next week. And the next March of the Mammoths, as chosen by you, is George Eliot's Middlemarch. And this is shorter than just over about 200 pages shorter, almost 300 actually, to be honest. Shorter than Bleak House. So I'm hoping this will fare better this week, and that I can finish it off. And it looks like actually there's more dialogue in it. So, and it's a long time since I've read this, so I don't quite remember how well it goes. And this is one of the new Penguins as well, so it'll be interesting to see how this one fares in my hands. Not too enamored for the cover, I don't think, but oh well. And I'm still not. I don't think I like the new style. But yeah, and then also too will be book 3 and book 4, Warrior and Dictator, for the Robots in Time, the Future History Project. So that's next week's reading. So I've eliminated 2, and we'll see what else what else I can do. But hopefully I can get a few things. But I also wanted to show some. It's a bit of early birthday presents that was given to me. Some books that was sent that came. Was it yesterday or day before? Yeah, I think it was yesterday. Some books as a very close friend that knows exactly what I like for certain things, and found some stuff on an eBay charity seller from an eBay charity seller. The first one, I put some dust jacket protectors on these, is a short biography of Sir Leonard Woolley, called Woolley of Ur, by H.V.F. Winston. And he excavated in Ur in Mesopotamia, modern Iraq. And this was published in 1990 by Secker and Warburg. And this will be a fun read. It's short, and there's photographs in it. I've read quite a bit of his stuff as well. And another one that I've been wanting for quite a while. With this was really, really nice. This is a biography of Sir Flinders Petrie, Sir William Matthew Flinders Petrie, by Margaret S. Drower, and its subtitles of Life in Archaeology. This is a bit more substantial. It's just under 500 pages. It's got some clippings in it, a few items regarding Flinders Petrie himself, and a obituary of Peggy Drower, Margaret Drower, the author, and it belonged to. It has a book plate in here. If I can show that, by from John and Kathleen Court. They were biblical scholars, and John Court taught at. Now I always get this back to front. University of Kent or Kent University, whichever one it is. I'm always getting it back to front. And the last thing that came, which was really nice, these are a bit rough, but they're not the easiest to get, and it's something I've been wanting for a long time. It's two volumes of the letters of Gertrude Bell. It's all on the same theme, because she was an archaeologist, spy, traveler, what have you, during sort of the First World War period or early part of the 20th century. And it again belongs to John and Kathleen Court, and it's been the owner, or it's belonged to other people, and they've been crossed out. Now, this is published by Ernest Benn, 1927. It was edited by Lady Bell, and as I say, there are 2 volumes, and it's her letters covering most of her life. She, as I say, traveled throughout the Middle East. She had a degree from Oxford University. Basically, she was a contemporary of T.E. Lawrence, and she was instrumental in setting up, or helping to set up, sort of the modern Middle East after World War One, and most specifically Iraq. And she was instrumental by giving a archaeological collection, that created what is now the Iraq Museum, or what's left of it after it got looted during the Gulf War. But yeah, so I've been wanting those for a while. All I've ever had, and I still have those. There's 2 volumes. There's supposed to have been 3 pelicans that had been put out years and years ago, and they were a selection of letters from there. And there's been reprints, but it's, they're difficult. Well, this isn't a first printing, but they're rough. They've seen better days. There's sun on the spine, cloth is peeling a bit, and yeah, they've seen better days, but they are not easy to find, especially from the prices my friend paid for these, which was very low. So I'm very grateful to have them. But yeah, so, and there's lots of photos in here. Because yeah, she was able to access a lot of things for the Middle East. Like, she didn't have full access to the men, and like Faisal, and others there. T.E. Lawrence had a little more access and probably a little more leeway with learning stuff, but she was able to get with sort of the female side of the leadership of the Arabs. So, and that was very useful. And it took a while because I think they sort of didn't really expect her to have the abilities that she did. She was excellent at Arabic and translation as well. And she was a spy for a while also. But yeah, so that's it. And as I say, these are sorry, well, my birthday's coming up literally in 2 weeks. So just unashamedly, I'll say there's a wish list down below. Anybody's would like to, then feel free to. There's a wish list to send something, and it doesn't just have to be for my birthday. It can be any time. So, but yeah, no, these are really nice, and they're nice condition. These two here. So anyway, I think that's it for this Friday reads. As I say, for next week, I'll be reading The Canary Murder Case and Middlemarch, as well as the two Isaac Asimov's Robot City, Warrior and Dictator by William F. Wu. So yeah, there we go. And chalking off, and well, yeah, it's amazing that we're already on week 12 of the Future History Project. A bit shaky at times because of the non-Asimov material, and it's a bit shaky at what we're doing now, but hopefully it will get a little better. Take care, BookTube.